Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. This is going to be for the week of September 22nd through the 29th, and we're going to go over all the things happening this week. So first of all, go to Bird, check out Shiny Treasures, grab yourself an Amber Archon Shard for 30,000 standing, and then as we walk over to check out what the Deep Archimedia is this week, and I'm going to point out that we have, I believe this is the last week of the Corruption Alerts, where you guys can get Magnum Force and a Stratus Emblem. So there's not 30,000 credits this week. Magnum Force and a Stratus Emblem. That's starting September 27th at 11 a.m. and that's going to the 30th of September at 11 a.m. This is all Eastern Standard Time. So we have, for the Deep Archimedia, we have a Mirror Defense, a Survival, and an Exterminate this week. We do a quick checkup on Prime Resurgence. We currently have Nova and Trinity Prime Dual Pack begins in 3 days and 17 hours. So that should be this Wednesday, which means this is your last chance to get Neja and Octavia Prime. Ember and Rhino, you guys still have 31 days for that. But there's also, fun fact a lot of you don't know yet, is the Iridos collection that was released a long time ago is now coming back. Pieces of it are coming, many pieces of it are coming back, and you'll be able to get them on September 26th at 2 p.m. through Varzia here. So you can hopefully either just do it here. They specifically said you got to see her on Mars, but I don't know about that. Probably just have to see her here. So the Verve collection was an exclusive a long time ago. Now the Iridos collection is coming back. So just like we're seeing the Verve stuff here, this probably will be replaced with the Iridos stuff. I don't know if they mentioned if this is leaving, or maybe everything will just sit here, and who knows. But that's happening September 26th at 2 p.m. And now we have, going over the events, we have Ghoul Purge with another 18 days and 17 hours. Thermia Fractures with 10 days and 15 minutes left. We have a reminder to do the weekly Ayatan treasure hunt with Maru. This is the Corruption Alert currently. You have 14 hours left on this for a Tainted Shell. And again, on this September 27th, this is going to be replaced with Magnum Force. And instead of the credits, it will be the Stratus Emblem. If we check out the Steel Path Incursions, we have a Sabotage, Rescue, Mobile Defense, Disruption, Survival, and an Alchemy. As far as the invasions goes, we have a Snipetron Vandal Stock versus a Karak Wraith Blueprint. And we also have a Sheev Heatsink versus a Snipetron Vandal Blueprint, but there is, not a lot of time left on that. So if you need it, hurry up. We also have, for the sortie today, was a Mobile Defense, Free Roam, and Rescue. And this week's Archon Hunt is against Amar for a Crimson Archon Shard. We have to do an Exterminate, Excavation, and a Showdown. If we check out what Maru has this week, the usual 500 enemies, 15 missions, and 30 Eximuses, but we also have Survive for over 20 minutes in a Kuva Survival, defeat the Oral Worm in Steel Path, complete 2 Void Armageddon missions, look for Ayatan treasures for Maru in Maru's Bazaar, rescue an animal in Deviri, suspend 5 or more enemies in the air at once with a heavy melee slam. These 2 already happened, and then today's daily is claim an item in your foundry. We also, for the credit offerings, we're going to scroll down and see that we've got Shield Disruption, Combat Reload, Napalm Grenades, Rejuvenation, Pistol Scavenger, and Physique, Sprint Boost, and Rifle Amp. Oh my god, and there's even more. Corrosive Projection and Sniper Scavenger. So, you can tell I have 41 of these, 30 of these, based off the amount that I own that you're looking on screen. That's probably the percentages of how you might want to split these up if you want to buy a bunch of them to sell them for platinum in trade chat. That's just definitely good methods. Like Corrosive Projection, definitely going to be able to sell that. People will certainly be asking for it. Rejuvenation, maybe not as much as Corrosive Projection. Sprint Boost, yeah, you're going to see a lot of people asking for that as well. But you can kind of get the idea as to how many you should possibly pick up if you want to spend your credits on those, if you have nothing better to do with them. Power of 3 for Ivara, Rumbled for Atlas, Prism Guard for Mirage is what we got there. And if we check out what's going on in Deviri, this week's circuit, we've got the Akenbrunt Incarnon, Soma, Vasto, Nami Solo, and Burstin Incarnon. By far, my favorite weapon in this game, which I never, after 10 plus years of playing this game, thought I would ever say until they came out with an Incarnon for this weapon, is the Burstin. Get this Incarnon. This thing is phenomenal. So good. You will love it. It just feels amazing. It is amazing. Kills amazingly. It's just wonderful. If you already have those, you can scroll to the right, grab a rifle, pistol, melee, Riven, or 20,000 Kuva. And if we check out what's on normal circuit this week. We're going to see options between Ivara, Inaros, and Titania. How much platinum have you made since you've become a Patreon?
Over 100K.
45K.
60, 70,000.
20,000.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a week?
12K.
Probably about 5,000.
5,400.
Probably 8K.
What's the most amount of platinum you've made in a day?
5,400.
Day was probably 4K.
Probably about 3,000.
2K.
What's your favorite method of making platinum that you've learned from me?
Mostly just flipping ribbons and selling warframes.
Probably arbitrations.
Selling sets of warframes.
I enjoy Zeramon the most.
Imagine how much time and money they've saved. You know where the links are. Checking out Acus this week and seeing what she's got. She has a melee ribbon mod for 15 Pathos clamps. She has a formal blueprint for 10 Pathos clamps, a rifle ribbon mod for 15 Pathos clamps, an Exilus Warframe adapter for 20 Pathos clamps, secondary shiver for 20 Pathos clamps, and then everything else is what she typically has. Checking out Archimedean Yanta, just to remind you that we've got 35,000 Kuva for 5 Void Plume Pinions. Remember to pick this up if you have 5 Void Plume Pinions. Checking out Tesh and Steel Path Honors this week. We're looking at a Veiled Ribbon Cipher for 20 Steel Essence and 50,000 Kuva for 55 Steel Essence. And reminder to stop by Captain Buttplug over here, check out what he's got going on. He has a Tenant Ferox 25.2% impact. He has a Tenant Grigori 29.2% heat. A Tenant Livia 26.5% electricity. Tenant Exec 39.5% cold. And a Tenant Agendus 38.3% magnetic. I would skip all of these and check them out in a couple of days. Reminder to stop by Iron Wake and see Palladino so you can get your Riven mod for 10 Riven Slivers, and then get another Riven mod for another 10 Riven Slivers, and then get yourself 35,000 Kuva for 10 Riven Slivers, and then 150,000 credits for 5 Riven Slivers. Vigorations are going to be different for everybody, but this is your reminder to check yours out. This week I have a Chroma with plus 100% ability range, plus 25% heal rate. I have Ivara with plus 250% melee damage, plus 1,000 health. I have Banshee with plus 250% secondary damage, plus 75% reload speed. I also have a YouTube channel where I post these videos every single week so you can see what the weekly update is. Be sure to like, subscribe, turn notifications on, and stop by my Twitch channel. Come hang out with us. I'm live every day, and you know you wanna. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you all later.